First question is, my spouse doesn't really work. Can we just call her a real estate professional and wipe out my W-2 with rental losses? Now, the real estate professional status, it's really not just about the hours. Even if your spouse doesn't work, you could say, oh, does she have enough hours, right? So it has to be a combination of things. So one of the two major tests that really have to be met to be a real estate professional, you can't just say somebody is a real estate professional. To put it on your tax return, you have to have more than 750 hours in real property trades. Okay. Now, that doesn't mean necessarily you go and look at properties or managing rent. If you have one rental property or two rental properties that's all you do, it's almost impossible to meet those 750 hours. And if you do, you want to keep a log because it's just very little for you to meet that. And that's test number one. Test number two is going to be that more than half of your total personal services, right, have to be in real property, in real estate. That becomes problematic if you have no income, or you have other income or you have investments or anything else that you're producing. Your personal services have to be in real estate. If you're doing some other things, it might not work. So that material participation that you need in real estate professional many times kicks people back, like they count on, oh, I can just put it in because, well, she doesn't work, she's a stay-at-home mom, or we don't dismiss that because somebody doesn't have a W-2. And the reasoning, and I can hear the reasoning, because every time we have someone who has a W-2 or you have a spouse that has a W-2, we're like, you cannot claim it, right? The IRS has I don't know if there's any court case with a person with a W-2 that has been granted real estate professional when they were under audit. So the reasoning is great, but you want to meet both of those tests, right? No W-2, or, the half of your total personal service hours have to be in real estate, okay? And the 750 hours. And if you don't know, find something. Now we're in the age of AI. Use AI to create a log, or to create a memo or something. You use your phone and you just record it. Hey, I'm doing this and this, and give it to AI to create a log for you. Now it's the easiest time it's ever been to create these types of logs. And I know everybody hates it when I say create a log, but listen, to defend yourself if something happens, the only way you can defend yourself is really to have paper, to have some document to prove to the IRS. The IRS doesn't care about the story. They might if you get to court, but it's not worth it. So if you can create a system, like, okay, if I can create a system for me to log my hours and I truly come very close, or maybe more than 750 hours, yes, I have no problem putting it in. Okay. So again, the hours and that material participation that you want to make sure that you have. There's some other ways you can create that real estate professional status, but this is the classical way, I should say, right? And I hope that answers your question. Once qualified as a real estate professional last year, that I can stay qualified for a few years. Absolutely not. So real estate professional standard has to be, you have to qualify every year. And yes, absolutely. Yeah. So there's some things that you want to understand. Anything that has to do with material participation, because I see a lot of the questions today were around material participation, active participation, between active income, passive income, and whatnot. All this active material participation, real estate professional, all these things, they are standards that you have to meet yearly. Okay. You don't just do it once and you're done for 5 years. None of them. So active participation has to be done every year. Material participation, if it's the 100 hours, absolutely has to be done every year. If it's 750 hours for the real estate professional, it has to be done every year. So you're not good to go. Okay. So you don't get nothing from the IRS every year. And you can absolutely be qualified one and not be qualified ever again, or have every year qualified and one year that you're not qualified. So yes, thank you. That was a great question. Does a real estate professional help me avoid NIIT on a capital gain of a property sale? Listen, the real estate professional doesn't do any magic. The real estate professional only will give you losses that you have. If you don't have losses, they're not going to give you anything, right? So it's not gonna give you that. So depending on what other income do you have, you can still get hit with the net investment tax on your return.